Except dudes, you already know dudes, it's your boy cohort, and you already know what I'm about to drop. So it's on Facebook in the My Hero Academia, the Origin Facebook group. Guy drops this thread titled, "Is All Might Gonna Die?" And most of the people in this group said, or die this arc, right? Because he's gonna die, but like, is it gonna be this arc or is it gonna be later? So most of the people in this group said, "Oh no, he's fine, he'll live." And I'm thinking, no, that's crazy. First, he's gonna die. I say it's hard to say when is he gonna die. Why he's gonna die is gonna be much more important though, because if he dies this arc, if he dies in front of Bakugo, that could set a shift in Bakugo's mind. Bakugo could then become the Sasuke that everybody doesn't want to see happen, right? Bakugo idolized All Might, right, as the strongest. Bakugo wanted to be the strongest. All Might was the strongest. So if All Might dies to All For One in front of Bakugo, All Might's no longer the strongest. All For One is the strongest, right? And then that's not good for the good people. For DQ, right? Because then Bakugo might go to All For One. But that's the Naruto storyline going on. The series is a little bit different from Naruto. I was thinking about it. Tomura's character, there was no Tomura in Naruto. We don't know what, because guys, if you look at 89, All Might says, or All For One says, "It's all for your sake, Tomura." And not just Tomura, but in Naruto, we had Orochimaru wasn't the primary villain, right? It was the Akatsuki, the villain organization, and All For One is the primary villain. So another difference between Naruto and My Hero Academy that kind of suggests that Bakugo won't actually become an enemy. But with that being said, I still think I still think All Might's gonna die. And not only that, if Bakugo doesn't become an enemy, why was he captured? It doesn't really make any sense, right? Unless they're trying to pull All Might out, but I mean, they could have done that anyway. With that being said, I am going to go with All Might dying and then Bakugo becoming either an enemy or a temporary enemy as a result of this arc. It's the only logical, conclusion I can come up with. I also think Stain is going to be, is going to come back into play either through, he's going to, get released and he's going to fight for the good guys, potentially, fight against Bakugo. Or he'll be released and he'll just do his own thing again, right? Anyway, next chapter specifically, I think All Might and All For One are just gonna fight, and I think we're gonna get a little bit of hints on Tomura's character. Because to me, right now, Tomura's character is the most interesting character. We don't know anything about him. I don't know his position in the story. Because All For One's immortal, right? So why does he need an underling like Tomura? That doesn't make sense to me. And then if the Bakugo can't be the new underling because he already has Tomura, and if everything's for Tomura's sake. Another question mark. So there's for me, Tomura is the big character I'm looking out for. I'm looking out for him next chapter, and I think All Might and All For One, all they're gonna do is fight. So anyway, I'm peacing out, guys. I'm signing out here faster than Ida's sprint. Anyway, guys, you have just been recorded. So I will see you guys later. And don't forget to subscribe.